Welcome to Madison Central High School here on WBON TV for the Mad Pink Volleyball matchup. Coming your way, courtesy of Bishop's Small Engine Repair of Richmond. I'm Jamie Boggs, here to bring you this game that has become an annual tradition here in Madison County as we watch the third set of the junior varsity game. Tight game here, 11-9 Central leads in the third set. This game has been going on for well over 5 or 6 years. This is a game where they come together and all proceeds from this volleyball game go to support breast cancer awareness for the Madison County Breast Cancer Support Group. So both teams are wearing pink jerseys. You're going to see pink t-shirts in the stands. There's a Spike Out for Cancer sign over behind Madison Southern side there on the left. So an all-out effort to just increase awareness heading into October is typically when we start seeing all the pink everywhere and already bringing it here to the volleyball court. This will be the first matchup between Madison Central and Madison Southern this season. Madison Southern coming into this game with a record of 7-6. Madison Central coming in with a record of 11-9. So both teams coming in with winning records, looking to get a win against their cross-town and district rival. 12-10 the score in this JV game. Third set, they played a 15, so we'll be wrapping that up again soon. Do a little bit of pregame, also brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair of Richmond. It's getting that time of year. We're wrapping up the lawn mowing. Got to get that yard equipment winterized. Call Bishop's Small Engine Repair. Come pick it up, give you a great deal, and do excellent service. So check them out for your lawn service needs and any other small engine equipment. This game continues to be a tight one. Wrapping up the third set in JV. Last season, these teams met twice. First in the Mad Pink game down at Madison Southern, and then again later on in the season in the district championship game. And in both of those games, Madison Central won 3-0. Madison Southern's up right now, 13-12. Southern won the first set of this JV game by a wide margin, and Central won game 2 by a wide margin. We got a barn burner here going in the rubber match. Hopefully we'll see another good game coming in the varsity game. We got some high performers coming into this game for both teams. Now, we don't have statistics for Madison Central. Last night they played at Corbin. Don't have stats from that game, but before that, Josie Campbell of Madison Central was ranked 23rd in the state in assists with 419, and Briley Ball of Madison Southern comes in ranked 26th with 319. Madison Central's Aubrey Donald is 26th in the state in digs. So definitely some talented young ladies out here on the court looking to come in and raise some money for breast cancer awareness, but also get a lead and get a jump in this district matchup. And Madison Southern is 1 point away from victory in this junior varsity game. We're here at Allen Feldhouse Court in Richmond, Kentucky. And on WBON TV, I am going to be joined by Jeff Moret here in just a bit. He's going to handle the introductions down on the court and then join me up here for the varsity game. We'll stay here till the end of this JV game before we go to a break, so we can continue on with the keys to the game. Jack Burford Chevrolet's keys to the game. I think for Madison Southern, I think they've got to execute around the net. Madison Central's among the state leaders in overall blocks. They are led in blocks at the net by Bella Moret. They also have two others with 25 or more in Tegan Sulfridge and Mary Wilson. So there is a lot of height over on that Madison Central side, and they're going to try to control the net. For Madison Central, I think it's about not making mistakes and finishing. been watching this JV game. Their sets have not always been on point, put a lot of pressure on their hitters, and they're going to have to clean some of that up for the varsity game, just setting a little bit too far away from their net to get a good hit near the net. Long point here, 14-14. Block, and that's going to give Central the lead. Going to be game point as they have the serve in this junior varsity matchup. Mentioned Josie Campbell and Aubrey Donald, as well as Bella Moret, the stat leaders for Madison Central over on the Madison Southern side as they fight to live one more point here. It is win by 2 in every set. Lily Kirk sets it up. Cassidy Bailey over the net. Madison Central looks to end it here. Not yet. That's going to do it. Madison Central with a junior varsity victory, as I mentioned. Briley Ball with 319 assists, leading Madison Southern, 26th in the state. As far as digs, freshman Lily Kirk. Well, we're still playing. How about that? I thought we went to 15, maybe going to 21 here in this third set. Another save there. Block, and there's another point for Madison Central. So freshman Lily Kirk, who has actually been on the court for this game. Madison Southern is going to call a timeout there. Lily Kirk leads the team with 136 digs. Anna Collier leads with 14 blocks. Maya Duncan leads with 131 kills. Madison Central's led in kills by Bella Moret. Also close behind is Emily Steele. We've got to wrap up this junior varsity game and do some warm-ups and introductions before we get the first serve of this varsity Mad Pink game here on WBON. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back to wrap this one up and get ready for the varsity one right here on WBON.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kopudek, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, in the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School on WBON TV as this JV game is setting a high bar of entertainment here for the varsity game yet to come. Madison Southern has taken the lead, now 1 point short of finishing this one off as they lead 20-18 in the third set. As this has been back and forth, they trailed 18-16, have gone on a 4-0 run, and Lexi Keener serving. Try to put this one away. Block, and that's going to do it. Madison Southern wins the junior varsity matchup as we go into warm-ups for the varsity game. Again, this Mad Pink game has become a yearly tradition here for Madison Southern and Madison Central to get together to raise money for breast cancer awareness with all the pink t-shirts you see across the way in the bleachers. There are signs all around. Both teams are going to be wearing pink jerseys throughout the game to raise awareness and raise some funds to support research to help those with breast cancer and those who have loved ones with breast cancer. So a great event last year was down in Madison Southern, where Madison Central won 3-0, and they did the same thing in the district championship. Madison Southern looking to come in and make this a much more tight game. We saw them do just that there in the JV game, battle back from behind in the third set to take home the victory, and both teams come in with a winning record. Madison Southern coming in with a record of 7-6. Madison Central 11-9. Madison Southern has not played since last week, where they went 3-1 and 3-1 at home over Garrett County. Madison Central lost last night at Corbin 2-1. No statistics available for that one yet. Madison Central actually on a 3-game losing streak. Lost last Tuesday to Franklin County at home and then at Tate's Creek at an event the week before that. So they played a lot of games. I mean, 7-6, 11-9. Played 7 more matches than Madison Southern has, so a lot more experience. Southern comes in having won 3 of their last 5 and have one district victory over Berea, whereas Madison Central has yet to play a district opponent, and this will actually be their only district game before tournament play. No, actually they played Berea early on in the season and won that one 3-0 as well in late August, but that was a long time ago. These teams are different teams now. They've just got 2 to 3 more weeks to wrap up the season and get ready for postseason play. This is the pregame show presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Mentioned earlier, it's about that time of year to start to wrap up your lawn equipment and get it serviced and get it winterized for next year. Bishop should be your first call to make that happen. The Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance Star Watch for tonight. We have some talented young ladies on both of these teams. Some state leaders. I mentioned in the first segment, Briley Balls, 26th in the state in assists for Madison Southern. Madison Central, Josie Campbell was 23rd in the state in assists before the game last night. I don't have statistics for. Could have moved up in the rankings there. So I'm going to go to them. Those are the setters. They're the ones setting the table, and I think that made a lot of the difference there in the junior varsity game. The hitters for Madison Southern had some really good looks near the net, where a lot of the sets for Madison Central ended up being a little further away. Harder to get on top of to get some kills. So I think those setters are going to be huge. So again, the Jerry Goebel State Farm Star Watch report, Josie Campbell of Madison Central and Briley Ball of Madison Southern, but they are not alone. Both of these teams have wide rotations, have played a lot of young ladies in all of their matchups. A lot of experience on this Madison Central team. Have several juniors and seniors that will be taking the court and that lead in a lot of the categories. We also have sophomores who are making a big difference. I've mentioned Bella Moret a few times. Josie Campbell's just a sophomore, so they do have some youth that's been making a big difference there. For Madison Southern, they've got a freshman group that came from Ferristown Middle School that never lost a game in middle school. So the future is certainly bright there. Got some other talented young ladies from other schools as well, but all those Ferristown girls were able to move up to Southern. And also have a lot of youth as well. Junior Maya Duncan leads the team in kills. Sophomore Cassidy Bailey had a great game there as well. Sophomore Lexi Keener for the Eagles, and as I mentioned before, the leader in digs for this team is Lillian Kirk, who is the libero for the varsity team, plays center on freshmen and the JV teams. We're listed at about 13 minutes here until we get the first serve. Both teams are getting their warm-ups in. They're announcing some more fundraisers here to try to gather more funds for breast cancer awareness. So you can get out here, proceeds from the gate, and there's some other things out in the hallway you can contribute to or buy raffle tickets. Whatever you can do to support the cause is great, but if you're going to stay home and watch the game, we will have all the coverage right here on WBON TV. We're going to take another 3-minute break and come back for more pregame talk right here on WBON TV.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School. Jamie Boggs on WBON TV, preparing for the Mad Pink game. Madison Southern visiting Madison Central. Talked a little bit before about the records of these two teams coming into this game. Madison Central has also played Model. Toward the end of last season, Model currently is away, or they played earlier this month, rather. Model tonight is up at Bath County, played Casey County last night. Berea, another district action, is actually off tonight. Travels to Sayre tomorrow. Sayre currently 14-2. Second place in the region, Franklin County at 22-3. Played a ton of games and won almost all of them. That was one of Madison Central's most recent losses. Both teams here looking to gain an edge in district play. Of course, the 44th district, one of the few in the state that still does random draw for conference or district play. So the records during the season do not matter. The victory is more of a mental edge and confidence builder than anything, as we see Madison Southern watching Madison Central do their warm-ups around the net. Both teams with a lot of youth. Also some returning experience. Madison Central picked up a win in both matchups last year, 3-0. This will be the first matchup of these two teams this season, and they won't play again unless they match up in the district tournament at some point. The Eagles, coached by Casey Warrington, and Janet Thacker coaching the Lady Indians of Madison Central. Both teams with winning records. Madison Central coming in with a record of 11-9. Madison Southern with a record of 7-6. This pregame show is brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. You're going to see ads from them throughout the broadcast here, so make sure you follow up with them with any of your small engine or lawn care needs. A lot of spiking going on right now. You can see over the left the Spike Out Cancer sign. Again, this game has been an annual tradition for years and years for both these teams coming together to raise awareness and raise funds. All proceeds are going toward supporting breast cancer awareness and research, and all of the awareness being raised. You can see all the pink across the way there. Both teams have fan bases, whether they bought t-shirts just for this game, and those proceeds go to breast cancer research as well, or they just wore their own pink shirt to be a part of the big night. We're about 6.5 minutes away from announcing the starting lineups and getting going here at First Serve. Madison Central continues their warm-ups. Both teams are going to be wearing pink, so something to remember. Madison Central is going to be wearing a lighter pink. Their libero is in a black shirt. Madison Central's libero is in a white shirt. So perhaps one way you can keep track, since they are both wearing pink. Libero for Madison Central currently on the right side, and Lily Kirk on the left side in the white shirt for Madison Southern, as Southern comes out for their full court and net warm-ups as well. We're going to take another 3-minute break, get our wonderful sponsors some love, and come back and get ready for First Serve here on WBON TV.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work, or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday, where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their many appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap at Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
And we're back here to wrap up the pregame show on WBON TV. Pregame show presented by Bishop Smallinger and Pair of Richmond. I'm Jamie Boggs here with Philip Donald. Talk a little bit about what Madison Central has been doing leading up to this matchup. We talked a bit off the air. Philip, I appreciate you joining me about rebuilding. Lost a lot from last season.
Yeah, we did. We had 6 seniors. A lot of those seniors were more of our bedrock of our team last 2 or 3 years or so. So, you know, one of them was Avery Rigney. She's up at Kent State right now. And Anaya Hughley's at Mississippi Valley State. And we also had Emma Carter, the setter. She's over in Cumberland's in Tennessee. So, you know, some college talent there that we lost, graduated away from us last year, and hopefully they're doing well in their season so far.
Awesome. Yeah, I went over some of the stats and some of the leaders, and there's a lot of talented youth on both of these teams. So I think the future's bright for volleyball in Madison County. Last year, 2 matchups. Central won every single set, as we're seeing the announcements coming of the starters for the games. Yeah. This also takes me some getting used to, as they're clapping for each other, and they do the. It's an interesting opening.
Actually, just going back on the the rivalry piece of this thing. So previously, Southern had beaten Central maybe like 3 years in a row, and then they graduated a couple of seniors. I think one or two of them are at EKU.
We're going to take a 1-minute break for the national anthem and come right back to introduce the players.
Mm-hmm.
For over 40 years, Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory in Berea have been helping families through the hardest times in their lives. With traditional burial planning to cremation, the folks at Lake's can help you honor your loved ones with final arrangements. Lake's can also help pre-plan now. Let your family members know what you want and help ease their burden. Visit lakesfuneralhome.com to learn how easy it can be to pre-plan. Lake's Funeral Home and Crematory, the only on-site crematory in Madison County.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our dependable trucks and become a part of the winning tradition.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
And we're back for pregame introductions on WBON TV. I'm Jamie Boggs here with Philip Donald. Philip, before the break, we were talking about the youth of these teams. Bit of a rebuilding year for Madison Central. What have they grown most in as a young team this season? Where have those biggest gains been seen on the court?
So, we've lost some close games, and so you get the experience of losing those games and maybe getting better at closing out some games. We had to find some hitters, all our hitters graduated, so we had to find new hitters, and Aubrey has stepped in as the libero, and so she's probably our senior person that we've had on the team that's been playing since a freshman, and she's a junior this year, and so they kind of, they're just continuing to get that experience.
Absolutely.
A lot of sophomores that are playing on varsity this year.
And volleyball is such a unique sport in that football, you lose a running back, you edge into your talented receivers. You lose a guard, throw it into the post. In basketball, volleyball, you still have to hit it across the net and hit it hard in right places. So rebuilding looks a little different, and you have to build the skills instead of building around the
You only have 6 on the court. You got 6 seniors, and then you may have a couple other kids coming in to spell them, and that's about it.
Yeah. So, experience just in watching what I have watched this season of high school volleyball. Experience means so much. You can tell the young ladies who played a little bit more travel, a little bit more weekend tournaments outside of school ball. They just seem to have a better feel for the game, better instincts, and it's just amazing to me to watch the reaction time. Because I'm a baseball guy, it's my favorite thing. But the reaction time, if you block a hit and then still recover it from under, the thought process of where you need to be when is just fascinating to watch.
They're not thinking.
Pieces.
They're not thinking. They're just they've taught their bodies to react that way.
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's awesome to watch, and it's certainly a different skill set I think than we see in other sports. Again, this is the Mad Pink game here to raise awareness and funds for breast cancer awareness. Philip, I see you're wearing a bright pink T-shirt.
This is actually last year's T-shirt.
Okay, so. Yeah. And they are selling shirts outside. There are other raffles you can get involved in. See everybody here wearing the pink shirts. Both teams wearing pink, so we'll just have to keep in mind Southern.
Well, I think Southern's got a more of a fuchsia look to theirs, and we've got more of a grayish tint to our pink.
Yeah, Southern on the left right now and a little bit brighter. Jeff Moret down there on the mic, bringing the house down with his introductions.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have the high five circle.
Yep. They'll join in the net and then wish you a good game and get to their corners, I guess.
Yep, love it. And should be a solid matchup here as the teams are taking the court. Everybody seems to be excited. The crowd's into it.
In the rivalry games, you just got to throw out the records because these kids have played each other and played with each other in some cases, and some of that stuff doesn't matter when you have a rivalry game. So I know that both teams want to beat the other.
Right. And going into district play, I mentioned before you came on the air, it's so odd in that there are no, like we draw randomly for district placement. So this game doesn't do anything for standings, but I think it does a lot for confidence.
Absolutely.
It does a lot for mental edge come tournament time.
Yep, exactly. But we're going to get Jeff up here, and
all right.
I
Philip,
appreciate it.
Donald,
Enjoy
appreciate
the
you
game.
coming on the air. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing your volleyball insights as we get ready for the serve. Both teams taking the court. For Madison Central. Set on the court is Aubrey Donald at libero. Also on the court, Bella Moret, as the serve goes to Madison Southern, and it is hit out of bounds by Maya Duncan to give Central an early lead. Also on the floor for Madison Central, Mary Wilson. Left-handed serve there. Here comes the set. 2-0 lead for Madison Central. Number 14, Michaela Stoltz on the floor. Number 10, Josie Campbell on the floor. Maya Duncan places it. Nice save. Comes the set and the strike. Lily Kirk with a great dig. Kirk tries to save it, but that was a great hit there from Emily Steele to give Madison Central a 3-point lead. Campbell with the service. It was off of Maya Duncan. A little miscommunication there, and Southern's going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with him. We'll be back in 1 minute for the rest of the first set on WBON TV.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
You've heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
And we're back here at Madison Central High School at the Mad Pink game of WBON TV as Madison Southern scores 2 in a row to cut into this Madison Central lead after an ace there by Briley Ball. She's joined on the court by Lily Kirk, Jordan Walker, Maya Duncan. Big kill there for Madison Central by Bella Moret, who leads the team in kills and blocks. Also on the floor for Madison Southern, Madison Spalding. And that hit is out for Anna Collier. 6-2, Madison Central leads. Duncan comes up with it. Donald the set. Moret blocked there by Duncan. Duncan over the top. Set back, Moret. Collier over the top, a little miscommunication. Central trying to get it over. Donald will do just that. Maya Duncan goes up. Central trying to save it. Good effort there. Point for Madison Southern. Big kill there by Maya Duncan, 6'3", Lady Indians. Sub in here for Madison Southern's Lydia Grinstead comes in to serve. The set. Rhett kills it. That's another one. She hits it so well. Timing has been impeccable. As Donald gets a break for Madison Central. Tegan Sulfridge comes in. Haley Butts also in the game for the Lady Indians. They lead 7-3. Service to Lily Kirk. Set. Good block there, and they're going to set it again. Moret goes up. Another kill for Bella Moret. 8-3 Central. Southern trying to find an answer from Moret near the net. Service going to be an ace. There'll be an ace there for Madison Central. Mary Wilson on the serve. 9-3. Grinstead with the bump. Nice save. Ball hit all around the net there. Here comes Moret again. She winds up. Good save there by Grinstead twice in a row. And that's going to be a point for Central. Jordan Walker hits it into the net. 10-3. Mary Wilson still at the serve. Walker. Here's the set. Good block there. The block. And then the kill there by Anna Collier. (10-4). William Kirk to serve. Jump serve. Donald. Its first touch. Kirk with the set. Walker. Donald can't get it back to center. Another point for Madison Southern. Ten 5, serviced by Kirk. Off the net, and that's going to be another point for Southern. They continue to fight and claw back into the game. Best of 5 matchup. Both teams wearing pink. Madison Southern, if watching on TV, on your left. Kirk serves that one into the net. We'll send it back to Central. Kirsten Casey checks in for Southern. Bump by Grinstead. Here's the set. That's a hard hit there by Tegan Sulfridge, but it goes out. Point for Madison Southern. Ansley Brockman into the game now for the Lady Indians. Again, Madison Southern on the left side of the screen right now, wearing the brighter pink. Madison Central also wearing pink on the other side, a little lighter of a color. Tap over the net there. Nice save there. Kirk with the left hand gets it back over the net. Donald to the back line. Nice save by Casey. The set, Butts. Near save by Grinstead. That's a point for, and a kill for Butts, and a point for Madison Central. 12-7, Lady Indians lead here in the first set. Both teams wearing pink because this is the Mad Pink game. Support research and awareness for breast cancer support. Grinstead with a bump. Walker. Donald gets it for Central. Great play there. Spalding with the spike. Blocked. Kirk gets a hand on it. Walker hits it to the back line. Good set there. Good block by Spalding, and Madison Central ran to the net. That's going to be a point for Madison Southern. Maya Duncan checks back in for Lydia Grinstead. Just going to give a shout out to Josie Campbell on that play earlier. Donald saved it for Central, and Campbell laid completely out to keep it alive for the Lady Indians before the Madison Southern Eagles ultimately got the point. Walker to serve. To Donald. Low return. Southern keeps it alive. Good block there by Spalding. Not able to get a grasp on it. Kill there by Emily Steele. Kayla Stoltz also into the game for the Lady Indians as Donald set to serve. The set. It is hit out of bounds there by Kirsten Casey. 14-8, Central lead. Service by Donald. Fill the ball with the set. Maya Duncan pokes it over the top. Point there for Madison Southern. Emily Steele comes for the kill and runs into the net. 14-9, service back to Southern. Spalding to serve. Jump serve, gets across, gonna land out and give it back to Madison Central. Moret coming back in for Central, Kirk coming back in for Southern.
Serving number 10, Josie Campbell.
15-9, Josie Campbell to serve. The lefty puts it over the net. The ball to set. Nice kill shot. Great save there by Donald. Campbell comes out of nowhere. Steele hits it over the net. Ball with the set. It's hit into the net there by Anna Collier. 16-9. The center ball up to Collier again. Goes over the top with it. Donald sets it up and Steele hits from the back line into the net. Madison Southern point. Be their serve. (16-10). Again, the first set in the Mad Pink game. Ball on the serve. Campbell sets it up. Block there by Maya Duncan. Big block. Gives Southern another point. Mary Wilson on the hit there. Ball to serve again. Service, Donald with the bump. The set, Moret. Doesn't get the timing right. Hits it into the net. 16-12. After jumping out to a 4-0 lead early for Madison Central, it's been pretty even and back and forth for both of these teams. Ball continues to serve. Bump. Nice save there by Campbell and Moret. Hit by Duncan for the kill, and the lead is down to 3. Madison Southern on a little bit of a run here. As Madison Central continues to fly around the court, just unable to close a point out. Service to Stoltz. Duncan with another kill as it just goes across the net. 16-14. Central calls timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break this time and come back for more of the first set on WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau. My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
And we're back here as we're coming out of the timeout called by Madison Central as Madison Southern has gone on a 3-0 run. It's cut into the lead. Madison Central leads the first set 16-14. Madison Southern still on the serve. This mad pink game. Both teams wearing pink. Madison Southern going left to right on your screen. Central right to left. Riley Ball continues service for the Eagles. Maya Duncan with back-to-back kills for the Eagles. Riley Ball, serve off the net. Central has fallen victim to 2 of those from Madison Southern. That's not something you can really plan to do on purpose, but when it happens, you have to take it. 16-15, 1-point game here for Southern. Ball in her 5th serve in a row. Gets it over the net, and Donald can't handle it. Tie ball game. Southern struggled early at putting it together and really didn't have an answer at the net. Currently, Bella Moret on the back line for the Indians. She was really the biggest offensive weapon there early on. Now the Indians to hit it over. The set, Collier. Blocked and saved. Duncan hits it over. Stoltz to Campbell. Gets it to Moret, but it is blocked. Nice save there by Campbell. Has so many of those this game. Set to Duncan. Another kill and another point for the Eagles. Maya Duncan leads the team, coming in with 131 kills on the season. Easily has 5 or 6 here in this first set today. Briley Ball continues service. Moret, Campbell, back to Moret. Blocked at the net. Collier picks it up. Ray Kirk hits it over. Stoltz hits it to Campbell. Steele with it. Ball with the set to Duncan. Directional kill by Maya Duncan as Madison Southern's on a 7-0 run to lead 18-16 here in the first set. Service by Ball. Donald. Campbell. Hit over the middle. Ball with the dig. The set doesn't quite make it over, and it's going to go back to Central for the first time in quite some time. First break they've gotten in a while, trailing 17-18 are the Lady Indians. Addie Neal coming into the game for Central. Walker with the dig. Moret hits it into the net. Let's give it back to Southern. 19-17. Grinstead coming back in for Duncan. She rotates to the back line. Lydia Grinstead with the service. Campbell can't get to it. Still couldn't handle it. 2017. Riley Harris subbing in for the Lady Indians. They look to regroup. Donald Campbell. Out of bounds. The hit there from Neal. 21-17. These varsity sets go to 25, so the Eagles need 4 more, and the Indians have some work to do. Grinstead across the net. Campbell throw it over. Ball sets Collier with the kill. 22-17. Another timeout, Madison Central. Thanks to the Red Poppy, we'll take it with him back in 30 seconds here on WBON TV.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
3 points away from winning the first set are the Madison Southern Eagles here at Madison Central on WBON TV. Coverage brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Jamie Boggs at the Mad Pink game. First matchup between Southern and Central this season. Lydia Grinstead with the serve, set by Campbell. She places it in between the Eagles and breaks up a long run there from Madison Southern. 22-18. Eagles lead. Wilson to serve. Walker with the hit. Collier pokes it over. Set. Kill. Nice set there by Campbell. Kill by Sulfridge. 3-point game. Service to Southern. Grinstead gets a piece of it. Walker hits it over. Campbell to set. Official says it was hit twice by a Southern player. Another point for Central as they're going on a run on their own. 3 points in a row for the Lady Indians. Wilson to serve. Grinstead with it. Miscommunication from the Eagles. Hit it out of bounds. 1 point game again. Timeout Eagles. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds on WBON TV.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
And we're back as Madison Central set to serve. 1 point game. The Indians trail the Eagles. WBON TV. Walker. Bella back to Walker. Takes it to the back corner. Campbell with the set to Moret. And her hit is long. Gonna send it back to the Eagles with the game in striking distance. Rebecca Northern, number 8 for Madison Southern. Didn't have her number on the roster. Been trying to get it. Finally got her name. She's been playing well there on the front line. And Lily Kirk serve for the Eagles. Service, Donald with the dig. Moret hits it over. Grinstead. Bella ball. Hit by Northern. Donald sets it up. Moret's going to hit it. Ball to Walker for a kill. And the Eagles are 1 point away from winning this first set of the Mad Pink game. freshman Lily Kirk to serve. Jump serve, gets across. Campbell to set. Poked across, nearly saved. Great play there by Addie Neal to give service back to the Lady Indians. Moret to serve. Substitution for the Eagles, Kirsten Casey comes in to give Rebecca Northern a break. Madison Spalding back in the game for the Eagles as well. Set over to Spalding. Set to Neal. She gets the hit. Kirk can't come up with it. 24-23. Reminder that each set you have to win by 2 points. So still set point here for the Eagles. Central not going down without a fight. Moret with the service. Doesn't get it over, and the Eagles take the first set. And we are going to take a 1-minute break thanks to the Red Poppy. Come back for set number 2 of the Mad Pink game on WBON TV.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Whitaker Bank in Madison County is your local bank for convenience. With more branches than literally any other bank in Madison County, why go anywhere else? Whitaker Bank is known for their friendly customer service and easy access drive-thrus. Whitaker Bank, your home for local, friendly, family banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Maybe a little too early to name the play of the game, but our producer, Gage Hill, just ran to check all the standing cameras. I don't want to say he's winded, but I've never seen him move that fast before. The Lady Eagles of Madison Southern take the first set against Madison Central here in the Mad Pink game. In 2 matchups last year, Madison Central won every single set. So that's the first set the Eagles have taken in over a year. It was a very close 25-23 as they took it. Many kills by Maya Duncan. Madison Central started out hot with Bella Moret getting several kills around the net, but she was unable to get in the right position for much of the second half of the first set there. Madison Southern still needs 2 sets to win. A lot of volleyball yet to be played. Coverage presented to you here by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond as the teams make their way back out. Maya Duncan, Briley Ball. Addison Spalding, Anna Collier, Jordan Walker, and Kirsten Casey on the floor for the Eagles. For the Indians, we have Josie Campbell, Tegan Sulfridge, Mary Wilson, Audrey Donald, and Ansley Brockman. And the Eagles set to serve. Walker is going to be serving.
Number 18, Jordan Walker.
The officials getting ready. Start the second set here on Allen Feldhouse Jr. Court in Richmond, Kentucky. First matchup between Central and Southern since last year's district championship game. Campbell with the set, still with the hit. Great save there and dig and kill. All from number 27, Kirsten Casey of the Eagles, to give the Eagles the early lead here in the second set. Walker to serve. Stoles. Gamble. Steele's going to hit it over. Ball to set. Paulding with the hit. Steele back over. Another set to Maya Duncan. It's a little too long this time. 1-1 here in the second set. Now going to be joined by Jeff Moret. Jeff, been lending your voice downstairs.
Yeah, exactly.
An exciting game. Thanks for joining us here on the broadcast. Been tied all the way around as Madison hits it long.
Absolutely happy to be here, man. I tell you, you threw the records out of the equation here. It is rivalry week, and you can tell by these girls play on the court for sure.
Absolutely. It's so interesting in that no matter what sport, that's 3 long hits in a row from Southern. No matter what sport it is, you bring these two schools together, it's gonna be an unexpected outcome most of the time, whether that just means it's closer than you expect or something wild happens. And this one certainly has started off a little different than expected. Just like the first set, Central jumps off to quite a lead here. They had trouble maintaining that lead in the first set. You've seen them play a lot this year. I know they're a younger team. What are some things that they can clean up to be more of who they need to be?
Yeah, you really hit the nail on the head. We're just young. Good block by Mary Beth Wilson and then Bella Moret on there as well. They're just so young. I mean, you look at Aubrey, who's a junior, our libero, has played consistently. You have Bella Moret on the front row. She was a freshman starter last year, has taken more of a leadership role as a sophomore with another block right there. And but still, when the girls are out there, you have right now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 sophomores on the court, right? And it doesn't matter what sport you're talking with. They're still 15-year-old girls. So when it gets tight and it gets that, you see some people rise up and other people, unfortunately, not rise up. But they learn from that, and then when they come back as juniors and seniors, that's when they're really rolling.
Talking to Phil Donald before the game, talking about the loss of 6 seniors last year, and not only we're replacing that, it seems like a lot of players are rotating in and out for Central, so it's probably a deeper rotation than we saw last year.
It is, yeah. I mean, you got Avery, that is playing at Kent State, D1, and she's actually started games, so I mean, she's really doing good. And then you have Ananiah Hughley in the middle that was down at Mississippi Valley State, and you miss those two, and then also Emma Carter, who's playing at Cumberland College down in Nashville. So, I mean, you have 3 collegiate volleyball players that you're missing, right? And then you have, people like Bella right there with the kill, overpass. You have Emily Steele, who's been good. But, these girls have been competing against each other since they were 5th graders.
Yep.
And Jennifer Kirk down there at Fairstown has a huge program. Her daughter is the libero, a starting freshman. I mean, so Southern definitely has some solid kids as well.
Yeah, there's some youth over there as well. Junior Maya Duncan's been the leader in kills so far here today. As Southern's going to call timeout, we'll take it with them. We'll take a 30-second break and come back for the rest of the second set here on WBON TV.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Back here at Madison Central High School, I'm Jamie Boggs with Jeff Moret here on WBON. Coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair Richmond. Campbell with the serve as Madison Central with a big lead here in the second set. Spalding with the hit.
Yeah, good dig back there by Michaela Stoles. She's a senior, Madison Middle graduate, if you will. So,
big hit there by Maya Duncan.
Yeah, Maya had a great game against us last year. She's one of the superstars on Southern's team.
And as somebody who watches volleyball more casually than anything, there are a few young ladies out here that absolutely hit the ball in a terrifying speed. Obviously, Bella Moret and then Maya Duncan over there on the southern side. And I think part of that comes up to the experience you were talking about earlier. These individuals that are probably playing a little bit more on weekends or getting some more reps as freshmen and sophomores, more comfortable taking those big swings.
Yeah, absolutely. Good kill by Emily Steele there, number 2. Yeah, a lot of our girls on the team are playing club at, Lexington United. Girls play at Alpha. There's a newer club down here in Richmond, Central Kentucky Youth Volleyball. So the sport of volleyball is growing in the area, but we are also behind the 8 ball. Yeah. Not going to lie. You go to any Lexington school, and they have 90% of their kids playing. We have a lot of good young talent, a lot of there, but we just have not been able to compete with those Lexington schools, and it's been very disappointing. Last year we did very well, double there, so point Central. So Emily Steele still serving, but we've had some disappointing losses this year, and a lot of it is the inexperience, but also I think that sometimes when those bright lights, little service error, so that's what's killed us, right? So you look at service errors, overpasses, certain things like that. It's not one player, right? I mean, Emily just unfortunately that was her service error right there. But the team and the games we lose come down to 5 or 6 points, and when you're not capitalizing on those errors and you're the ones making those errors, that's a hard way to come back from.
Sure.
Case in point, I mean, you look right now, and they're on a 3-point run. Southern's doing a good job by capitalizing on our mistakes.
And that seems to be, there have certainly been some good hits, some impressive kills, but a lot of it has been self-inflicted wounds for both teams here.
Yep, just like that.
Spikes a little too close to the net. Talk to me about, obviously there are rotations, people thrive in certain positions, you want certain people to have the ball in certain situations. How has that transition been from last year's team? If people had to change roles and come into new positions on the team and play differently than they were used to?
Yeah, absolutely. So think of the rotation as a batter's lineup, right? So when you're quote unquote in a certain spot in the lineup of those 6, the libero can go in for the middles, right? And so what you're doing is you are in essence putting the girls, good kill by Addie Neal there. She's also a sophomore.
Yep.
So, like right now with Tegan Sulford's coming to the game and then Aubrey serving, so you have 2 middles coming in, rotating back and forth. There's been a lot of depth, but it's still a jump when you come up from JV. Right. And that's been, now we're halfway through the season, and so the sophomores and juniors they should be used to it, but we still are having just too many mistakes.
Great hustle there by Steele, couldn't come up with it as Lydia Grinstead checks in for the Eagles. 12-7.
Yeah, so
chipped into that lead just a little bit.
Yep, and that's, it's interesting. We were talking the other day, you talk about rotations of, the different girls when they're on the court and then when they're off the court. And that's what Janet does as a coach, is really dig into that and say, okay, who are my kids that I need on the court in certain situations, point there on for Central, and then who is the one that I can count on when the game's online, so to speak.
Right. And a lot of that's figuring it out. I mean, you want everybody to be growing, but you have to start to figure some of those things out by the time the postseason gets around.
Yeah, well, and Central is hosting region this year, so I'm not sure on whose districts, but Central will be hosting region, so it's one where you'll look at the 8 of the best teams in the region, and so districts will, barring unforeseen circumstances, probably come down to Central and Southern again.
Right.
It's been 7 games in a row that Central's won, but as you can see here, it throw the records out of the way. Right. So, Bella back to serve again on a little bit of 2-point run here.
Always fascinated to see the ball go off something in the rafters there. Southern played that well, but then couldn't handle the return. Walker with the hit, and we'll see.
And
back judge. Okay. Looks like a little bit of uncertainty from the back judge there. Now,
Yeah.
those are always volunteers, right?
Yes, and so here, that's what I was going to say. You know, it'd be great if you know, one of the counterparts on this show could potentially find it in the school's budget to for big varsity games to have 2 other officials.
Yeah.
You know, or if you could find a donor out there that says, "Hey, I'll throw the $100 in."
Sure.
You know, that's the one thing is there's a lot of criticizers, let's say, but there's a lot of doers out there in our community that can make that difference and find that revenue for having those extra officials, because like those two ladies are volunteers, but they're not. It's hard to separate yourself and call it, because in the volleyball is like tennis. If it touches the line in any way, it's still in.
Right.
So it's one of those where I challenge our school board to find maybe some extra budget money and get it where we can have multiple officials for volleyball. For we never complain about having the football and the basketball officials, do we?
We do not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for the what they call, and I love to hear people say it, our secondary sports, it'd be great to get that same level of competitiveness and ball in right there for Tegan.
Nice.
You know, I mean, you look at the crowd here. There's probably 300, 400, 500 people here.
Yep.
So it's definitely worth it. You know, and finding that extra money to have those 4 officials.
Absolutely, and you know it's a no-win situation for those volunteers. Best case scenario, nobody notices you because there's no controversial call, right?
Bingo, and there always is.
No, I mean, and God bless the people that volunteer to do that. I know in the freshman JV games they usually have older players doing it, which is a good experience for them.
Yeah.
But in tournament play, are those officials present? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and all the in the district and region games. But you know, here's what's interesting about that. So for our district, there's only 2 officials, and then when you get to region, they bump them up to 4. Now, region or district finals will have 4 on that as well. So. Yeah, so 16-10 here, Central leading. They've pretty much kept that 4 to 6 point lead, but you know, just like in last set, you can blink and it's tied.
So Campbell still with a big hit there. She gets the kill to push the lead to 7. I was talking to Philip about this earlier as well. The district standings don't determine seeding, so it doesn't determine who you play. It's out of a hat. So these games aren't for seeding, but I think there's a lot that comes out of this for confidence, for mental edge going into the tournament. Of we played them, we beat them, or we played them, we stuck with them, or we owe them one. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You can play it any way you want, but there's something to it.
And here's the other thing. Model,
ace there by
give credit to Model. They have really built that program from where they were 3-4 years ago to now. It is night and day. Same thing with Berea. You know, even these smaller schools that that only have maybe 20 on their volleyball team are competing with us in Southern have 2,000, 2,500 kids in their school.
Yep. Kirk. The ball. Good kill there by Walker.
Well, and you see, I'm looking across here, and one of the former alumni members who is for Southern, who is playing on Eastern's team, is giving some coaching tips there. Look, she's waving. Here we go. This is what we're doing. I love seeing that. I love seeing the former players come back. The ones and the girls from Eastern are having a good program this year as well.
Still, Duncan, another kill attempt. It was touched by a defender. It's going to go back to Southern. And this was about the time in the last game. I think it was 16-11 when they started their run. 18-12, very similar.
Yeah, this is a similar position we were in Scott County, similar position we were in Franklin County, a similar position last night in Corbin. Is we have a lead, we just can't close it out. And that is when good kill by Emily on that one, and Josie is the setter of knowing, okay, who's my hot hand? Who do I get it to? What is the defense getting me? And that's one thing of the communication on the court that we're seeing more of, right? It's that comfortability of I know where you're going, that type of stuff.
Kirk set up to Spalding. Campbell sets this up to Moret. Duncan hits it long. Point Central, 20-12. I was looking at the regional standings. It looks like Franklin County is having a great year so far.
They are, yeah. They got a girl who is going to American College in D.C.
Yeah.
She wants to be a lawyer, and that's the neat thing about club volleyball. The girls that are on our team, their libero Drew Bevington for Franklin County, and then Sophie, the big outside hitter. They play for Lexington United, so a lot of the girls played with her, know her, and that type of thing. And these girls are, the NCAA just changed it where you can get 18 full scholarships for every Division I program.
Amazing.
So there is 3 more scholarships in essence for 112 volleyball teams. So when you look at it, the girl from Franklin County really wants to be a lawyer, so she found a school that is a good feeder program to a law school.
Right.
Yeah, but Franklin County is, and then, if you look at Sayers, the team that we beat last year for the first time in, we had made the quarters for the first time in 7 years, I think is what it was.
Collier in for Southern, service by Spalding. Ball sets to Duncan.
Oh, good
Great
dig.
hustle.
Yeah, Aubrey's one that has no problem laying on the court and getting it, but, once again, just the thing about Southern is they're almost tactical on where they're hitting it, right? It's not just I'm really strong and hitting it hard. It's they're finding the open holes. And that's been our problem all year is just having those open holes.
And it's fascinating to watch because if you're watching it and just tracking the ball, you're seeing the set, you're seeing the hit, but what you're not seeing is the other players rotating to get to the return. So it's constant movement for everybody. That serves out back to Central, 22-15. There's just so many intricacies to covering. That's a lot of area to cover out there.
It is
for 6 people.
It is, and if you're looking at those back corners, if you're look at the other side and you're a defender, you're an offensive player going for that attack. If you can hit those outside corners, nobody can get those.
Right. Eileen Goucher into serve.
Yeah, Eileen's been a great addition to the varsity team. She is playing JV, but also coming in and serving and playing some back row, some DS as well. Yeah, little misstep, miscommunication, on Central's team here. Once again, closing the lead. It's we just don't have the experience to, as I use the old Larry Munson hobnailed boot, right? When Georgia was in Tennessee, you put your foot on their neck and finish it.
Yep. Campbell sets. Wilson. Kirk hits it long. Point Central. Couple points away from finishing up the second set. Sulfridge back in the game for Central. And Donald to serve. Duncan can't handle it. 1 point away from evening this one up.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys coming out. I tell you, Michael and WBON has been a huge supporter of our volleyball from a high school standpoint and a middle school standpoint. We just genuinely appreciate that.
Absolutely. Anything to highlight we have so many incredible athletes doing so many phenomenal things. Point Southern there. Just the difference, you mentioned the Jennifer Kirk's team at Fairstown went 3 years without losing a game. A lot of those young ladies are freshmen on this team now, but just to see the difference between, I watched that team play quite a bit last year in the 8th grade, but just to watch even a JV game, the increase in ability and talent and level of difficulty of the game is just so exponential.
Oh, 100%. And then you get into it from a club standpoint and go into these larger tournaments in Chicago, a Mid-East qualifier in Indianapolis, and especially starting to be at the 15, 16, 17-year-olds. These are girls that are playing at Texas, Nebraska, UK, programs like that are even to a higher level. and it's unbelievable watching our girls compete with them and do that. So point there for Central and getting back even here 1-1.
Yep, they'll take the set, and we are going to go ahead and take a 2-minute break during their break, thanks to Red Poppy, and we'll come back for the third set right here on WBON TV.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Gillum Sports Lounge isn't just a place for good food and hospitality. It's about gathering with family and friends, satisfying those taste buds, and cheering on your favorite team. You can't go wrong with one of their delicious burgers, salads, pizzas, or one of their mini appetizers. Order online or stop in and cool off with a bucket of cold ones or beer on tap. At Gillum Sports Lounge, a staple in Richmond, Kentucky, inside the Richmond Mall.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
We're back here at the Mad Pink volleyball game on WBON TV up at Madison Central High School as the Madison Central Lady Indians and Madison Southern Lady Eagles are knotted up at 1-1. I'm Jamie Boggs here with Jeff Moret helping me out for the next set or so as we're about to start the third set. Are we announcing winners of raffles?
Yeah,
so a lot of clapping.
That's the great thing about this meeting of the schools here is that we're not only competing and having fun on that, we're also generating some revenue for breast cancer awareness and that. And so we've, each grade level brings in a couple items. We make a bag and then auction it all off. So silent auctions, it's great. And then had barbecue plates. So we'll probably generate, a decent amount of little money here, and we could donate it on behalf of both volleyball teams, not just Central.
Yeah. And I tried to track back. It's been going on for at least 6 years. Do you know how long the Mad Pink game has been happening?
So I'm thinking, Marita, who's the assistant principal here, and then Elizabeth Morrow, who started the program 20 years ago. I think they've been having it maybe since mid-2000s, so probably 04, 05, somewhere around there.
Right at 20 years. Yeah, I tried to find a flyer from the last few years that showed the 15th annual or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find it, but it's a great tradition.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Love to see it. Should do more things. I think there's a lot more opportunity to do things like this in our community and others. So
absolutely.
Kudos to the folks in charge of this.
Absolutely. And, a lot of it, as everybody knows with children in sports, generating revenue is hard. But, for when you're doing it for a good cause, it definitely helps out. And, I know a couple years ago there was a family that we actually gave the money to she was going through breast cancer. And so someone had nominated her. So instead of just generating it to the, general fund, we ended up giving it to her, and it made a really big difference on that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that way you get to see the direct, I'm giving it to sometimes when you donate, which you should do and is awesome, it can feel like it's going into the ether. So seeing it directly impact somebody is always awesome. As Central leads 1-0 here early in the third set.
Yeah, and I'll give
Duncan with the kill, and it's out.
I'll give a little shameless plug. One of my networking buddies, Art Hubbard of Hubbard Mechanical, that is a HVAC boiler Plumbing Company is donating 2 HVAC systems for any survivor, anybody going through it right now. So if you go to hubbardmechanical.com, you can nominate a person going through it or has gone through it, and they're just giving 2 HVAC systems and 2 air or hot water systems. So
that is fantastic undertaking there to support the community in that way that has so many things to focus on. The last thing they need is a problem in that area. So meeting a need for sure.
Nice hit.
Campbell up in the air, Steele hits it over. Best volley we've had here of the third set. Spalding blocked at the net. Duncan with the kill. First point of the set for Southern. I was looking up the state leaders and statistics before the game. We don't have stats from last night, but Josie Campbell was one of the top 25 in the state in assists. You look at volleyball stats are so interesting because a lot of times you'll have 2 players that have a ton of kills. You'll have 1 player with a lot of assists, a couple with a ton of digs, but it's very, I don't know, it's spread out in a way that other sports usually don't allow. So people are specializing, but they also have to do everything.
Oh, 100%.
Can't do everything.
That's a great thing. And this is, Josie got some varsity time last year, but this has been, you look at the past 3 setters we've had on varsity, and they've only had a year. So Josie, with just being a sophomore, with having 3 years, has a chance to one, not only break the school record in assists, and that's one thing that the KHSAA did about, I think, 2016 was require every single team to put their records in, right? So we have those records, but you never know from years before and things like that. Right. So it'll be interesting to see here in the next 2 years. Now it's in, nice, little bit of Minnesota Fats Old English on that one.
Oh yeah.
So putting having those standings, having those records. I mean, Avery Rigney is our kills leader, right? But you look, and she was at 1,100, and there's, a handful at 8, but she's the first one to ever break 1,000 on kills. Bella Moret has a shot to do that. She's been averaging 9 to 10 kills a match. Some had more. She had a career high at GRC with 21, and then you have Emily Steele, who's getting a lot of kills. Addie, from that as well. It's interesting seeing these girls that are younger really making a difference right off the bat.
And the numbers just jump out at you because I'm not talking. We have some people with 30 and some with 15. A lot of people in there. What a serve! Nice. In their specific statistics, for example, Josie Campbell has 419 assists before yesterday, and next on the team, I think, is in the 30s.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. So when you're looking at high school volleyball, most of the time you're only going to run 1 setter. However, in clubs, sometimes you'll have 2 really good setters, and you're like, hey, let's run what they call a 6-2, right? So you have 2 setters coming in, so a setter will always be on that front row, and you'll have that setter on the front row and setter on the back row, and then you switch them out equally on the lineup. So
8-2. Block there by Collier. Duncan hits it over.
Yeah, the second ball's been tough for us too, because historically, so when you think about it, right, you're getting a ball, you get a pass, on the back row most of the time, and that'll go to the setter. But sometimes, like that play right there, Josie had to step up and get that. So then you have to have another person to get that second ball.
And not only is it an issue of getting to it, but the communication when the normal procedure breaks down.
Yep.
Not always as vocal as they need to be.
Yeah, 100%. You go to some of these, games. I know that, we've been to the Moorhead Eastern game. A lot of kids went to the UK U of L game. Watching those collegiate players, yes, it's another step up, but the communication that they're talking, I mean, it is loud on the court all the time of hearing them and calling out numbers and transitioning and doing things like that as well.
Duncan with another kill, 8-5.
Yeah, Southern's making a run here, and Riley Harris coming in on the back row for Emily Steele. It is such a game of momentum, and it can just turn on a dime.
Riley Ball, the assist leader for Southern to serve. Got it all the way to the back corner. Nice effort there.
Yeah, Riley's one of our seniors. She's a great teammate, great vocal teammate. She was sick early in the year, and she's only been back a couple matches.
8-6, Central leads. Campbell with the set. Wilson with the hit, goes out. Point Southern, 1-point game here in the third set.
Yeah, this rubber match, this third set is always where you really start to see the team either rise up or just try to hang on.
Nice set, good placement there. Duncan hits it over the top. Donald. Nice hit there.
Yeah, Addie Neal did a great job. She's another sophomore that's in kind of a dual role, playing a little bit of JV, really mostly one set JV, but then coming in for varsity. When you look at her outsides, it's really a team effort between Joe Butts, who's a senior, Addie Neal, a sophomore, and then Emily Steele, who's a junior.
Service off the net. Fortunate again.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those Chamber of Commerce type of bounces this evening, which we'll take on that home court.
Lead back to 3 for the Lady Indians. Ball with the set. Duncan puts it over, and it's going to land out for another point for Central. Rebecca Northern and Collier check in for the Eagles. Ball to set. Another missed opportunity to get a good hit in there. Point for Sulphurs there.
Yeah, a lot of the girls, when you're going up and getting the set, you're looking at the defenders, at the defense on that and trying to make that open spot.
Right, and it's, again, the communication issue. We're going to take a 30-second break and come back for the rest of this rubber set on WBON TV.
At First Franklin Financial, we make loans for living, offering personal loans from $600 to $15,000 with fixed rates, flexible terms, and payment plans to fit any budget. And with same-day approvals, you can get your money right away. The next time you need a little financial help, First Franklin Financial is here for you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more.
And we're back for the rest of this third set. Jamie Boggs with Jeff Moret at a tight set here in the third. You mentioned that it's best of 5. So this third set, if it is tied 1-1, really feels like a little bit more separation than being up 1-0.
Yep. Yeah, it does. It is. The games that we've either won or lost in 4 or 5 sets, that third set is the. We were down 2-0 at GRC and came back and took them to 5 and ended up losing. But it is where you're really trying to win that third set.
Walker up to ball. Collier. Great block there by Moret. Campbell sets it up. Moret.
Yeah, that is one thing. So if the technicality of it, right? So Bella took off a little early on that one, and Josie didn't have it high enough, right? So it's almost like that pitcher-catcher relationship. So when you're just in the groove and that type of thing, and I've seen it really tonight a little bit of, and the girls were really pumped up. I mean, let's be honest, this is a huge rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
So they've not really kind of gotten back into that normal, I know where you're going to be type of stuff.
Yeah, the chemistry for this, and like you mentioned, you watch higher level collegiate teams play. With every set, they have about 4 people jumping to hit. So the chemistry of not only knowing where to set it, but then who is going to come through and hit it it's fun to watch.
Yep, absolutely.
Great back and forth. Good volley here for both teams. Collier. Heading to the net. Another point for Southern. 12 9.
Yeah, and you know, when you're looking at the season, we're, you know, pretty much midpoint, smidge above that. But the girls, you know, like we were in Corbin yesterday, right? So you start to see a little bit of that conditioning come in that 4th or 5th set as well. But it's tough. I mean, you know, these girls are still getting up 6:30 for school and a whole day at school and that type of thing.
Great kill there by Neal. Put service back on Central side. Walker. Ball hits it over herself. Campbell's going to set up Neal again. She taps it over. Southern's able to get possession.
Yeah, see, Lily there was trying to go deep left corner, and you know, Bella, that's the one thing on the defense, Bella was coming up on that, so she almost anticipated that from that. But certain DSs, you know, that's kind of what you're doing, is you're watching the hands for it, you're watching the ball movement, and you're also anticipating it, you know, where that's going to be.
Yep. So not only athleticism, timing, chemistry, but also quite a bit of chess.
Mm-hmm. Nice dump right there by Josie. Yeah, see, so when you're looking at that, all of a sudden she saw something probably 3 or 4 plays before of, wow, the donut's really good. So then with the hitters or, you know, blockers are getting ready to go up to block, you just dump it over.
Right. And there's something to be said for making it, it's like disguising coverage in football. It looked like she was going to set it. There was no, she didn't turn her body. She didn't adjust in any other way. It was a really beautiful setup there to push the lead back to 4. Stoll with the serve.
Nope. A little service error.
So what was the difference between that and the other times when it went over?
So here's the deal. So Janet has been calling a lot of short serves, right? So when you watch her, she will give a number 1 through 6 on where to serve.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's seeing things on the opposite side saying they're really giving us the short serve. So what she's doing is calling a serve to a spot, right. And then we've just had a hard time with short serves. And as a coach, you know, she's gonna adjust, but you're still gonna, if you see it, you're still gonna call a short serve. So like if you look right now in Central, there's a huge hole in the middle, right? So Ansley moves up, but you'll see a lot of it where good hit by Emily on that one. But yeah, she'll have it when you just try to hit a spot.
Fulford's blocked at the net by Spalding. Spalding with the hit. Nice dig there. Southern's back within 1.
Yeah. And once again, it's that 14.
Yep.
So Janet taking a timeout.
We'll take it with her. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Thanks to Red Poppy. Coverage here on WBON TV.
Pruitt & Sons Auctioneers have over 24 years experience in the auction industry. Whether you're selling real estate, personal property, or liquidating your assets, Pruitt & Sons can help take your property to auction and walk you through the process. Serving all over Central Kentucky, visit PruittAuctioneers.com. And remember, Angela Pruitt for all your real estate needs as well.
(14-13) tight set here in the third on WBON TV. The Mad Pink volleyball game. Madison Southern with service. Central here. Campbell with the set. Block there by Spalding.
Yeah, it's really important here out of a timeout to get the point. I mean, it swings momentum both ways, and you only get 2 timeouts per set. Right. So you got to be really strategic on when you're calling them.
Tie game here. Southern took the first set, coming back from a 5-point deficit. Central was able to hold on to that lead in the second to win that one, and we're tied in the middle here in the third. Sulfridge gets it over. Ball with the set to Spalding. The hit, block. Gonna hit it again. Really good volley here. Walker will try her hand and hit it too far. Point Central. You mentioned it being difficult to at times to have that short serve. I mean, the difference between hitting a ball into the net and hitting it over the back line is inches
Oh,
when
100%.
you're hitting it with your hand. So
that is. I know one of the drills that Janet has for Central. What a dig by Aubrey Donald there.
Good kill
nice
there by
kill.
Spalding.
Yeah, is what she'll do is she'll get pool noodles and put them on either side, and then have the landscaping tape or landscaping rope go across it. So what you try to do is it's almost like trying to get that in a 12-inch spot where that's where you're going. It's almost aiming it that way.
Maya Duncan back in for the Eagles. Wilson back in for the Indians. Wilson.
Good spot by Mary Beth there.
We'll tap it in. And we continue to go back and forth.
Uriah Reese coming in for Central here. She's another sophomore. We have 13 sophomores on this team, and those girls that were in the middle school time, before Ferristown had their run, those girls at Cottle had their run as well.
Right. Unable to bring it back in. Yeah, obviously that goes back to the chemistry. We've been playing with each other since 6th grade. At this point, they're in 10th grade.
Yep.
I mean, that's going to continue to develop and help out. 17-15, Central leads. Ball sets to Spalding. Great effort there by Stoll. There has not been a Southern point where there haven't been at least 1 to 2 Central players on the floor. Love the effort. Collier back in for Southern. Spalding serves long, back to Central. She's going to take a break, and Kirk coming back in. Checking in for Central, Butts.
Yeah, she's actually a dual sport athlete, so she is a wrestler, and so there's a handful of dual sport athletes on our team as well that have really helped with everybody.
I was having that conversation with a parent of a volleyball player, a middle school volleyball player the other day. The trickiness of the overlapping soccer overlaps with volleyball. Or overlaps with basketball for middle school, and then volleyball for high school. It's just, I don't know. It's unfortunate that we can't spread everything out or make it more available, but it is what it is.
Yeah, not like the old days where, we would play football or soccer, and then you would, nice block
by Collier.
Then you go to basketball, wrestling, and then, and then you go to track or baseball.
Yep.
Youth sports, like it or love it, or hate it, it is now ruled by travel, and as parents, you get the FOMO of, well, if the kid's not doing travel, are they going to be good? That type of stuff. And it's really, unfortunately, affected our rec leagues as well.
I think you're right. Northern over the top. Great hustle there by Campbell. Set for Duncan. Tries to push it over and doesn't make it over the net. Point for Central to give them another lead. Back and forth, back and forth. Zottle gets a break, and Solfridge comes in for the Indians. Wilson to serve for Madison Central. If you're just tuning in, Madison Central in the softer pink, Southern in the brighter pink, as Southern ties it up here in this third set. Currently tied 1 set apiece.
Yeah, I really like Southern's hot pink, electric pink jerseys.
I'm just thrilled that they're different, so that it makes it easier on the viewers.
Yep, very true.
Which I don't know how it looks on the screen. I'm sure it pops there as well. Grinstead comes up short, gives the lead back to Central. You can't tell a difference in the crowd, though. Both student sections. A lot of pink in both. Love to see that.
Yeah, we really appreciate, Cooksey and Fritzy for letting all the students that dressed in pink to get in free and save their, $5. But a lot of kids have the Spirit card as well. Right. So yeah.
Knuckleball serve, fielded by Kirk. hit by.
Yeah, Ainsley, number 27 for us, has had some ankle injuries. Good kill by Joe Butts there. He's had some ankle injuries sporadic through the year, so glad to see her back and moving around as well.
21-19, 2-point lead. One of the bigger leads of the last few moments here. Brockman to serve for the Lady Indians. Walker with the kill. Going to be helped out by the basketball rail. Miscommunication. They aren't able to get it over.
Yeah, so the rules of gyms are different, right? However, most of the time is if you hit a inanimate object on your side, it is still playable. However, if you hit it on the way over, then it is out, right. and it is that team's point, the other point.
Right. Campbell, Sulfridge, a big kill there, and that's going to be a point back to Central, back to a 2-point lead. Which is fascinating because every gym's set up different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look at a lot of the newer gyms, and they have it where it's almost the volleyball net's retractable coming from the ceiling. You know, I know that, the recent gyms like GRC, Great Crossing, nice service ace by Joe Butts on that one. Are doing those things, and then timeout Eagles. So,
yep, we'll take a 30-second break and come right back for the conclusion of this set on WBON TV.
If you need a chiropractor but thought you couldn't afford it, the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center has you covered. Your first visit only costs $29 and includes a consultation exam and your first adjustment. So what are you waiting for? The Joint Chiropractic is open nights and weekends for your convenience, and there's no appointment required, plus no insurance hassles or co-pays. So come see the friendly, talented staff at the Joint Chiropractic in the Richmond Center.
One set apiece, 23-20. Madison Central leads the Mad Pink game here on WBON TV. As the teams are vying for the rubber match here. The third set out of best of 5. Central has the serve and the lead here.
Yeah, once again, this is so huge out of the timeout just to get it over and get it in.
Grinstead had trouble controlling the bump. He's going to be brought out for Duncan here as it's now set point for Central. But set serve. Duncan fields it. Still,
there it
is. The winning kill, and that will do it for the third set. Madison Central leads 2-1. Big thanks to Jeff Moret for hanging out here with us and helping us to better understand the game of volleyball instead of me just saying what's going back and forth. Thanks for
awesome. Well,
hanging out.
Thank you guys very much. Like I said, we genuinely appreciate Michael and all the support WBON has, and thank you to their management for coming out and for letting me talk a little bit, and now I'll get back down and be announcing the game.
Nope, we appreciate you. We're going to take a 2-minute break and come back for the fourth set here on WBON TV.
Thank you so much. It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Cars of Kentucky is a proud sponsor of Eastern Kentucky University Athletics. In Richmond, we bleed maroon. Go Colonels. And when you're ready for your next pre-owned automobile, swing on over to Cars of Kentucky. Cars of Kentucky has vehicles starting at $3,000 and up, so we literally have something for every budget. 356 Big Hill Avenue in Richmond, or check them out, carsofkentucky.com. Let's go Colonels!
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Aero Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Aero Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Back here at the Mad Pink volleyball game at Madison Central High School, WBON TV coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair of Richmond. Jamie Boggs here on the call as Madison Central leads 2-1 here in this inter-county matchup. The Eagles took the first set after coming back from a deficit. Madison Central ran away with set number 2, and set number 3 went right down to the wire. Now it is do or die for the Eagles. This is a best-of-5 matchup. Jordan Walker to serve, jump serve, doesn't make it over. So the Indians are going to start off with the first points of the set. Campbell to serve for the Indians. Ball sets it for Duncan. Campbell keeps it alive. Steele hits it over. Duncan's going to try again. Right to Donald. Moret nails it for the kill. Good effort there to try to maintain it. That ball had a lot of velocity with it. Spalding hits it long. 3-0 lead. Start off here for the Indians. Campbell to serve again. Casey with the bump. Bella with the set. The ball with the set, really. Moret. Ball sets it to Duncan. Right to Donald. Great anticipation there. Moret hits it over the top. Nice dig there by Kirk. Duncan can't get over the net. 4-0. 4-0 Central to start off the fourth set of the Mad Pete matchup. Great fundraiser to support breast cancer research and awareness. Duncan to the cross. Wilson with a kill. 5-0. Every set has started out this way. In the first set, Southern was able to make a comeback and win. The third set, Southern was able to come back and get a lead. We'll see if they're able to dig out of this hole this time. Kirk with the bump. Spalding with the hit. Kill shot there by Steele. Able to put it in the one place. There was no defender. Really nice placement in addition to nailing the ball there. 6-0. Campbell with the ace. 7-0. Makes the substitutions here. Coming in for the Eagles. Kinsley Baker. Her first action of the game. Campbell looking at where she wants to place the serve. Duncan hooks it over the top. Campbell keeps it alive. Moret with the kill. Oops, save there. Moret hit it again. Ball to Duncan. Really good defense here by both teams. Of course, Steele hits it into the net. Good defense there by Spalding. Collier's going to come in for Kirk. 7-1. Big hole for the Eagles to try to climb out of. Donald gets it back over the net. Casey up to Duncan. Gets it long. For another Central point. Spalding comes out of the game and Kirk back in. 8-1. Steele's a serve now for the Indians. Waiting for the official to get ready to acknowledge the official substitution with Addie Neal coming into the game for the Lady Indians. Duncan, the ball. Collier's going to try a hit, and she's going to get a kill. Send the ball back over to southern side of the court. Briley Ball is going to go back to serve for the Eagles. Rebecca Northern checks in for Casey. Service from Ball. Campbell. Hit out of bounds by Wilson. 8-3. This is kind of the situation we've been in every set. Madison Southern has come back twice. We'll see if they can do it a third time to stay alive here. Campbell keeps it alive. Neal hits it over. Kirk with the set. Northern knocks it over. Not sure if Donald got under it or not, but Central unable to keep it alive. 8-4. Looked like Donald may have gotten under that, but her teammate may not have been aware that she did. Moret. Great dig there by Ball. Another save after Moret gets the second hit in a row and gets a kill on that one. 9-4. Leads this team in kills and blocks.
Number 16, Aubrey Donald.
The set. Collier is just going to knock it over. Collier with the set. With the help of the rail, the Eagles get it back over. Duncan hits it over. Indians keep it in play. Neal, a strong hit. Northern gets it over the net this time. It is blocked, but unable to keep it alive. Kill by Northern, 9-5. Sulfridge back in for the Lady Indians, and Walker back in for the Lady Eagles. Some really good points in there by Baker coming into the game for the Eagles. Lydia Grinstead nearly gets an ace. Great recovery there by the Lady Indians. Campbell sets up Neal, hits it over the top for a point. 10-5. Really good job recovering for the Lady Indians on that point. And it paid off. Moret to serve. Walker with the bump. Collier hits it over. And Campbell's going to set up this time to Sulfridge. Good job by Kirk to hit it back over. Ball to set. Northern hits it over this time. Neal hits it over the top. Kirk trying to make a run for it. We'll see if we can get it back over. Nearly do. Great effort there by the entire Lady Eagles team. Kirk and then Walker both made a big run for it and hit it over the shoulders, but they fall behind 6 points in the fourth set. Walker with the bump. Collier, strong hit there. Good dig by Steele. Neal hits it back over. Ball with the set, and Collier with the kill. 11-6. Another assist there for Riley Ball. Spalding back into the game for Collier. Kirk to serve. Try to cut into this 5-point deficit for the Lady Eagles. Great effort there. Good dig by Kirk. Donald gets it back to Campbell. Campbell sets it for Sulfridge. Northern with the kill. Great set there by Ball. Good job by both teams keeping the ball alive. 11-7. Southern will not go away. Kirk to serve again. Campbell to set. Sulfridge with the hit, and that's going to fall in for a point for Madison Central. Service will go back their way, and Neal's going to go back to serve. Casey checking in for the Eagles for Northern on the back line. Ball with the set. Spalding blocks. Looks like that was Sulfridge may have gotten a piece of that. Campbell was there as well. Neal to serve again. Grinstead with the bump. Ball to set to Spalding. Nice hit. Good dig there by Neal to keep it alive. Donald gets it over the net. Spalding hits it long. Point Central. The lead balloons back up to 6, 13-7, 14-7. Can't keep up with the scoreboard. Neal to serve. Casey bump. Ball set. Spalding hit. Campbell to set up now. Gets it over to Steele. Walker hits it over. Scrambling to get it back over the net, and they do. Great hustle there by Campbell to keep it alive. Spalding with the kill. 14-8. Really good effort there by Donald and Campbell to try to keep that one alive. Stole back in for the Lady Indians. Casey to serve for the Eagles. Brockman, Campbell. Nice dig there by Grinstead. Campbell gives it up to Sulfridge, who taps it over the net. Point's going to go to Southern. As one of the players double hit it. And Wilson back in the game for the Lady Indians as Sulfridge is about to serve. 15-8. Indians lead. Southern's got to make a run here to avoid the end of the match. Walker with the hit. Campbell with the set. I'm going to say she hit it twice as well. It's going to go back to Southern. Maya Duncan's going to check in for Lydia Grinstead. On front. Walker to serve. 6-point deficit for the Lady Eagles. Brockman, Campbell. Still hits it from the back line. Duncan. Gets a little top spin on it. Good block there by Spalding. Duncan hits it over the top to Donald. Set to Steele. Hits it deep, and they're going to say it's in. Point Central back their way. Good shot there by Steele. And Moret checking back in.
Entering game for Central, number 21, Bella Moret. Serving, number 10, Josie Campbell.
Campbell to serve for the Lady Indians. Ball hits it over the top. Set to Moret, who hits it. Donald with the set. Moret's going to hit it again. Nice dig there by Casey. Walker hits it over for the Eagles. Steal over the top to Walker. Ball to set. Duncan with the kill. Been dominant when she's been set up here tonight. Collier back in for Kirk. This has been kind of the turning point in each set, whether Central has run away with it or Southern's made the comeback, as Spalding is set to serve. Donald to Stoll, who's trying to get it over the net. Wilson will do just that. Ball sets to Collier, who hits it to the back. Stoll keeps it alive. Steal to hit. Ball to set. Duncan pushes it to the back, and Stoll's going to keep it alive. Moret's going to take a shot at it. Duncan will hit it again, and it's going to go out. Point to Central. Hit it a little too hard. Kirk back in for Spalding. Butts back in. And Harris back in.
Serving, number 8,
for the Indians.
Harris.
Harris to serve. Bumped by Casey. Ball to Collier. Collier hits it the back line. But hits it into the net. Back to Southern. Ball will be at service line as Northern checks back in for Casey. Coverage presented by Bishop Small and Repair of Richmond here on WBON TV in the fourth set here of the Mad Pink match. Occurs every year. Moret fills the ball. Good block there by Collier. Northern gets it over the top. Donald saves it, but hits it over the net. Good effort there all around. The Southern keeps it alive. Not sure who they say hit it twice. That's Point Central.
Serving for Central, number 16, Aubrey Donald.
Donald to serve for the Lady Indians. Collier with the hit. Harris keeps it alive. Butt to hit. Ball over to Northern. Campbell sets up Moret, and she gets the kill. 19-11. Central starting to smell blood in the water. (19-11). Donald to serve. Northern can't get it over the net. Another point for Central, and they're 5 points away from the win. Kirk keeps it alive. Ball to set for Collier. She gets a kill to give control back to Southern. It is now or never for the Eagles. They're going to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds for the last of the fourth set here on WBON TV.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
The Mad Pink volleyball game on WBON TV. Madison Central hosting Madison Southern, currently leading 2-1 and up 20-12 here in the fourth set. If Madison Central holds on to win this set, this game is over. Madison Southern came in and took the first set, and Madison Central has been pretty dominant ever since. Service will go to Lydia Grinstead of Madison Southern in an effort to keep the game alive. Good serve. Harris digs it. Moret hit. Kirk sets up Walker for the hit, and she gets the kill. Like my old pappy used to say, the best way to eat an elephant's one bite at a time. 20-13, Grinstead to serve again. Just past the line, out of bounds. Gonna send it back to Central. They just need 4 points to wrap it up. Moret to serve. Kirk to ball. Ball sets up Walker. Walker with the hit and the kill. Back to Southern. Looking more like they did in the first set. Spalding back in for Collier.
Number 27, Ainsley Crawford. Serving number 23, Lillian Kirk.
Lily Kirk to serve for the Eagles. You can get it over the net. Miss hit there. Service error. 22-14. Casey checks in for Northern, and Steele checks in for Harris.
First in Casey, and for Central, number 2, Emily Steele. Serving number 26, Joe Butts.
Butts to serve. Grinstead with the bump. Spalding with a strong hit. Great dig there by Donald. Steele with a great hit, and Spalding blocks it. But the point goes to Madison Central as it lands out of bounds. They are 2 points away from victory. We have another sub coming in for Madison Southern. Number 25, Sally Isaacs, the senior, getting her first action of the game. But serves right to the newbie, who gets the point. 23-15. Good return there by Isaacs, and no communication by the Indians. Brockman now back in for Central. Casey to serve for the Eagles. Brockman with the bump. Steele with the hit. Bella, or Ball. Riley Ball, not Bella. Sulfridge with the kill. Good effort there by Kirk to get a hold of it. Game point for the Lady Indians. Got a couple more subs over there. Wilson checks back in.
Number 20.
To serve is number 20. Eileen Gucher.
Game point Central.
Service from Gucher. Ball with the set of Spalding. Stoles with the save. Steele with the big hit. Walker hits it over. Another set to Steele, who hits it out of bounds. Southern lives to fight another day. Currently trailed by 8. More subs in for both teams.
After the game for the Eagles, number 9, Maya Duncan, serving number 18.
Maya Duncan back in for the Eagles. Walker to serve for the Eagles. Game point for the Indians. Jump serve. Campbell sets up Steele. Ball is going to set up Duncan for the Eagles, and she gets a kill as Central makes a play for it. Official explaining the violation there to Central. Still with a 7-point lead. Walker to serve. Brockman with the bump. Set up to steal. Good block there by Spalding. Central keeps it alive, and Campbell hits it over. Walker to Ball. Ball sets up Spalding, who finds a hole in the middle of the Central defense. Cut the lead to 6. Southern going on a little run here late, trying to stay alive for a 5th set. Brockman with a bump. Ball with the set to Duncan. Duncan hits it over the top, and it drops in. 24-19. Good placement there by Maya Duncan. Leads Southern in kills tonight. Still a lot of work to do here for the Eagles. Here comes a serve from Walker. Does not get it over the net. It's going to be point in the match for Madison Central, and that's going to do it here for the Mad Pink volleyball game.
Right here in the valley.
Post-game coverage brought to you by Chenault Vineyards. Planning your next event or next evening out, check out Chenault Vineyards as Madison Central wins this 3-1. Madison Southern wins the first set. Madison Central battles back to win the next 3 to take home the victory in the 2024 annual Mad Pink volleyball game. The CT Diesel Performance Player of the Game is going to go to junior for Madison Central. Emily Steele played the majority of the game, had a ton of kills, and was really all over the court for the Lady Indians tonight. So congratulations to her. Great performances by several different individuals on the court tonight. Big win here for Madison Central, as they have swept the district so far in their 3 meetings, and their only 3 meetings before they go into tournament play here in about a month. Madison Southern will return to action Thursday at Model. Madison Central will play again Thursday at Lexington Catholic. So keep an eye on those for updates, as always, here on WBON TV. Big thanks to producer Gage Hill, cameraman Copeland Peterson. I've been Jamie Boggs, and this has been live volleyball coverage of Madison Southern and Madison Central right here on WBON TV.